Can a statement be both true and false at the same time? Technically, the answer is yes. And I'll give you a perfect example. The United Health Group CEO recently said that up to 98%, and in most cases, 100% of rebates received by their PBM, Optum, are passed back to either plan sponsors or participants at the point of sale. And that's not actually true. United Health Group owns a third party, what's called a GPO called MSR. It's domiciled offshore in Ireland. And that is the entity that actually contracts for drugs and rebates for Optum, which is, United Health owns that PBM. And so I'll just take an example of a specialty medication that may have $1,000 rebate tied to it. That $1,000 rebate is not paid to Optum. It's paid to this entity owned by United Health Group in Ireland. And from that $1,000, they're going to take a cut from that, whether it's fees or some other form of remuneration. They're taking a portion of that rebate and sending, let's just say, $800 back to Optum. And that $800 may get paid to a plan sponsor. But is that the full amount of the rebate? And what's the purpose of that GPO? Which, by the way, these weren't created until recently. In the last several years, they were created as more scrutiny was being cast on these rebate payments and middlemen and aggregators. And they're actually part of the problem. It's not just the aggregators, it's the rebates themselves. It actually causes drugs that cost more than they should. I'll explain that in another video. But I think this creates these layers inside of our PBM. You hear about middlemen, and those aggregators are those middlemen. And each one, as you insert more middlemen, it creates people skimming from the top of that rebate. So the full rebate that's actually paid by a drug manufacturer is not going to plan participants. What he means, and this is the nuance of the context, if Optum is receiving a rebate from an aggregator, they may be passing on that full amount, but it's not the full amount of that rebate. I think that's really important to know.